Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about equity funds that you can invest in the year 2022. The year 2021 was very eventful and very profitable for most of the equity investors. If we talk about BSE Sensex, the index itself has given close to around 22% return in the year 2021. That makes equity investing more exciting for most of the investors. Today, we'll look at large cap, large and mid cap, Flexicap, mid cap, small cap, and equity linked saving scheme, which are also known as tax saving funds. Let us look at the funds that you can invest in this year, which will help you to build your portfolio over a longer period of time. So let's start with large cap funds. Yeah, as we all are aware, that large cap funds invest into bigger and well established companies. These funds are ideal for all kind of investors, and especially if in case you are beginning your investment journey and you want to start your investments into equities, large cap category is one of the best categories to start with. So the three funds in large cap category that you can consider investing in our view in the year 2022 are Canara Robeco Blue Chip Fund, Merai Asset Large Cap Fund, and Kotak Blue Chip Fund. There's one change in our recommendations if we compare this year with the previous year, where Kotak Blue Chip Fund enters in our top three recommendation and Axis Blue Chip Fund falls out. Having said that, if in case you have your investments already in Axis Blue Chip Fund or you have your SIPs running, you can continue to remain invested or you can continue with those SIPs because Axis Blue Chip Fund still is one of the best fund within the large cap category. Coming to large and mid cap category. In large and mid cap category, the funds will invest into well established large cap companies. At the same time, they will also invest into upcoming companies which are also known as mid caps. So the three funds in this category of large and mid cap are Mirai Asset Emerging Blue Chip Fund, Canara Robeco Emerging Equity Fund, and Kotak Equity Opportunities Fund. Like last year, all the three funds continue to be in our recommendations for this year as well in the category of large and mid cap. Let's talk about Flexicap Fund. Yes, one of the most favorite category of many investors where the investments happen in large cap, mid cap, and small cap companies. Now, here the element of risk on the portfolio increases a bit because some part of the portfolio is invested into small cap companies. Having said that, this category, as I said, continues to be one of the favorite for most of the investors because here, when you invest in a flexi cap fund, effectively you invest in large, mid, and small cap, predominantly driven by large caps. Now, the three funds in Flexicap category that you can consider investing in this year are Parag Parikh Flexicap Fund, UTI Flexicap Fund, and SBI Focused Equity Fund. Like last year, the same three funds continue to be in top recommended funds within this category of Flexicap in this year too. Coming to mid caps, yeah, mid cap funds are those funds where the investments are done in companies that are at growth stage. Typically, in a mid cap fund, major part of your portfolio is into mid cap companies, and there will be some allocation in small cap companies as well. This makes these funds more for people who can take additional risk, or if I have to say, it is meant for investors with a higher risk appetite. So the three funds that you can consider investing in this year 2022 in mid cap category are Axis Mid Cap Fund, Invesco India Mid Cap Fund, and Kotak Emerging Equity Fund. If we compare these recommendations to our previous year, There is one change which has happened where Invesco India Midcap Fund replaces DSP Midcap Fund. Having said that, investors of DSP Midcap Fund can continue to hold on with their investments, or they can continue with their SIPs, because DSP Midcap Fund is still one of the best fund within the midcap category. A couple of things to remember while investing in midcap funds. One, try to restrict your allocation in midcap funds to around 10 to 20% because they carry a lot of risk. Second, midcap funds are meant for investors who have a bit of higher or moderate or high risk appetite. If you are beginning your investment journey in equity mutual funds, then you may avoid midcap funds at the initial stage and then look into midcap funds after gaining some experience. Let's talk about small cap funds. Yes, small cap funds which have given substantial return to its investors in last couple of years. Having said that, small cap funds carry a lot of risk because these funds invest into companies that are at a very nascent or initial stage. While the return potential is much more higher, it comes along with a much more higher risk as well. Hence, small cap funds are meant for investors with high risk appetite, and in our view, if in case you plan to invest in small cap, then try to restrict your allocation in small cap funds to close to around 5% of your overall portfolio. So the three small cap funds that you can consider investing in the year 2022 are SBI Small Cap Fund, Axis Small Cap Fund, and Kotak Small Cap Fund. Let's talk about tax saving funds, also known as ELSS, Equity Linked Saving Schemes. These funds help you save tax under Section 80C of income tax up to rupees 1,50,000. So the three funds in our view that you can consider this year for your tax savings are Mirai Tax Saver Fund, Axis Long Term Equity Fund, and DSP Tax Saver Fund. Compared to last year, DSP Tax Saver Fund replaces Invesco India Tax Plan. Having said that, all the four funds continue to be good investment option. I hope that the funds that we discussed today will help you to construct your overall equity portfolio. All the funds that we discussed today are good for long-term investing, and they can help you to build a very solid long-term portfolio in equities. Couple of things to remember when you try to invest in equities. One is try to diversify your investments across 6 to 8 funds. This will help you to invest in different funds and different fund houses. If you need more information, feel free to visit our website mywealthgrowth.com, or if you have any queries or need our help to construct your equity mutual fund portfolio, please write to us at care@mywealthgrowth.com. We'll be more than happy to help and guide you. Thank you.